Throughout history, many have believed that greatness comes from effort, from hard work, control, and relentless striving, but ancient Taoist philosophy, especially the teachings of Lao Tzu and Zhuangzi, reveals a different truth. It teaches that life moves according to its own natural rhythm, and true mastery comes when we learn to move with that rhythm instead of against it. The Tao, often translated as the Way, represents this invisible current that flows through everything: nature, time, and human experience. When we align ourselves with it, our actions become effortless, our mind becomes clear, and our life begins to unfold without constant struggle. This is the foundation of what the Taoists called Wu Wei, effortless action. It doesn't mean doing nothing, it means acting in harmony with the natural order. In this video, we'll explore 7 timeless Taoist principles that explain how to achieve effortless greatness, by flowing with life instead of forcing it. The core of Taoist philosophy is Wu Wei, which means effortless action. It does not encourage laziness or inaction, but rather a deep understanding of timing and alignment. Everything in nature operates through rhythm: the seasons, the tides, the growth of trees, each follows its natural pace. Human beings, however, often resist this rhythm by forcing outcomes or rushing progress. According to Zhuangzi, this resistance creates suffering and inefficiency. When we stop forcing and start observing, we begin to act in harmony with life's current. Actions taken at the right moment require less energy yet achieve more. Practicing Wu Wei means developing awareness, knowing when to act, when to wait, and when to let things unfold naturally. This is not passivity, it is intelligent responsiveness, the art of moving with life instead of struggling against it. Lao Tzu taught that the mind, when crowded with desires, fears, and opinions, cannot perceive truth. Like muddy water, it must be allowed to settle before it becomes clear. In Taoism, mental emptiness is not a void, it is a state of receptive stillness where understanding arises naturally. Modern life conditions us to overthink and overanalyze, creating constant noise that separates us from intuitive clarity. By practicing silence, solitude, and mindful observation, we begin to experience this mental emptiness. From that stillness, insight emerges spontaneously, without effort or intellectual struggle. The Taoists believe that wisdom does not come from collecting information, but from clearing inner clutter so that natural intelligence can operate. The empty mind sees things as they are, not as it wishes them to be. And in that clarity, decisions become simple, actions become precise, and peace becomes effortless. Taoism teaches that the more we simplify, the closer we come to truth. Complexity is often a sign of confusion, both in thought and in life. Lao Tzu wrote, "I have just 3 things to teach: simplicity, patience, and compassion." Simplicity in Taoist philosophy is not about minimal possessions, it is about mental clarity and freedom from excess desire. When we stop chasing unnecessary goals, our energy aligns with what truly matters. Complexity divides attention, but simplicity concentrates power. This principle applies to every area: relationships, work, and thought. The wise do not seek to control everything, they focus only on what is essential and let the rest dissolve naturally. In simplicity, life becomes peaceful, decisions become clear, and actions become effective. True intelligence is not about adding more, it is about removing what distracts us from the natural flow of life. Change, in Taoist understanding, is not an obstacle, it is the essence of existence. Everything in life, from the movement of clouds to the shifting of emotions, is in constant transformation. Suffering arises when we resist this natural movement and try to freeze what is meant to flow. Lao Tzu compared life to water, always moving, always adapting, never clinging. When we learn to accept change instead of fearing it, we stop wasting energy on control and begin to evolve naturally. Acceptance does not mean weakness, it means aligning with reality instead of fighting it. By understanding impermanence, we become flexible and resilient. Taoism teaches that stability is not found in holding on, but in adapting gracefully. The person who flows with change remains calm in uncertainty, because they understand that transformation is not loss, it is renewal. Taoism emphasizes that control is an illusion born from fear. The more tightly we try to manage outcomes, the more resistance we create. Lao Tzu said, by letting it go, it all gets done. This does not mean neglecting responsibility, it means understanding the limits of force. Every event has its own pace of unfolding, and our role is to align with that process rather than dominate it. When we interfere excessively, we distort natural order and invite frustration. Detachment in Taoism is not indifference, it is trust in the intelligence of life itself. It allows patience, reduces anxiety, and sharpens perception. By stepping back and allowing things to evolve, clarity and balance return. Those who master this principle act with precision, not because they control everything, but because they have learned to cooperate with the rhythm of unfolding reality. The Taoist masters believed that true strength is found in stillness, not in constant movement. In a world that glorifies activity and noise, stillness becomes a form of power. Inner stillness is not isolation, it is the capacity to remain undisturbed while life continues to change around you. When the mind is still, awareness expands, and we respond to challenges with calm intelligence instead of emotional reaction. Zhuangzi compared the sage to a mirror, reflecting everything, clinging to nothing. This inner equilibrium allows clarity, compassion, and wise decision-making. Meditation, slow breathing, and mindful observation are practical ways to cultivate this stillness. Over time, outer chaos loses its influence, because your center remains unmoved. Taoism teaches that peace is not found by escaping the world, it is achieved by becoming so inwardly quiet that the world can no longer shake you. At the heart of Taoist philosophy lies one timeless truth: the present moment is all that truly exists. The past is memory, the future is imagination, but reality unfolds only here and now. Lao Tzu taught that anxiety comes from living in the future, and regret comes from living in the past. When we return our awareness to the present, life becomes simple and manageable. Each action, no matter how small, gains precision and grace when done with full attention. Taoism calls this being one with the moment. It is not escapism, but a disciplined awareness that prevents energy from scattering across time. When we are present, we stop fighting life and begin to flow with it. Every breath, every movement, every decision aligns with the way, not through effort, but through quiet presence and total acceptance of what is. The Taoist path is not about mastering the world, it is about mastering alignment with life itself. It teaches that wisdom, peace, and success are not achieved through struggle, but through understanding how existence naturally operates. When we simplify our lives, quiet our minds, and stop forcing control, we begin to act from a deeper intelligence, one that is effortless yet effective. The ancient masters discovered that power flows where resistance ends. To live in harmony with the Tao is to trust the process of life, to act with clarity, adapt with grace, and rest in stillness, knowing that what is meant for you will arrive without struggle. This is the essence of effortless greatness, not to conquer life, but to flow with it.